Welcome to Willard Straight Hall, which is actually celebrating its 90th anniversary this year during Cornell's sesquicentennial celebration. In the 1960s and 70s, there was a famous stump in front of Willard Straight Hall, which was a hub for student protests. Willard Straight Hall was actually the location of one of the most famous protests in Cornell history in 1969, when students from the Afro-American Society took over the building to protest a number of issues on campus, including an unfair judicial system, the university's slowness in implementing a Black Studies program, and what was perceived as institutional racism at the university. This building's seen a lot of history, so we thought it'd be a good idea to take a look around. We're in the main lobby of Willard Straight Hall right here, and one thing that a lot of people notice right away is the beautiful mural that goes around the walls here. One of the fun facts I like to tell about the mural is that it was actually painted with casein, which uses a dairy-based paint, and they actually got the milk from the dairy on campus to paint the mural. So this is the Willard Straight Browsing Library, and you can actually see there's a photo of Willard Straight himself over the fireplace at the end of the building. A great place for students to get some quiet studying in or take a nap. Willard Straight graduated from Cornell in 1901. He was an architecture student and went on to have a very successful career as a diplomat in the Far East. And by the age of 29, he was actually the U.S. State Department chief of the Far East Division. So very young age to have such a high-ranking position. So we're in the famous Willard Straight Hall Memorial Room, which is one of the best event spaces on campus. You'll notice the banners going all around the room. Similar to the front of the building, the symbols on each banner represent each of the colleges at Cornell, and these have actually been updated to represent the current colleges at Cornell University. Another thing worth noting is the fireplace here. The wording over the fireplace actually is a letter that Willard Straight wrote his son while he was away during World War I. And the letter includes advice to his son about how to be a good man in the world. So around the top of the room, you'll notice that there are gargoyles carved in wood. One of the stories about them is that they actually represent Willard Straight's favorite and least favorite professors. Some of them are depicted a little more friendly than others. Probably no truth to that rumor, since the building was built in 1925 and Straight passed away in 1918, but it does make a nice story. One of them, I think, is actually picking his nose, if you look carefully. Down here on the first floor of Willard Straight Hall is where the theater is located. So when Willard Straight opened in 1925, there was only a small theater in Goldwin Smith Hall that was used for the drama club on campus. So Willard Straight's theater became the new main location for theatrical productions on campus. And today, it's actually the home of Cornell Cinema. Most Cornellians have never actually seen the backstage area of the Willard Straight Theater, so that's where we're going now. Actually, I've never been here myself, but this is the theater behind the screen. Today it's Cornell Cinema, but it used to be where students would put on plays, theatrical productions. The very first play back here on this stage was in November 1925, a play called The Contrast, and the leading actor in that show was a student named Franchot Tone, who went on to be one of Cornell's most successful actors as a career. Starred in a number of movies and won an Academy Award for the Mutiny on the Bounty, I believe it was. So this is the Willard Straight Theater from the side that you don't usually get to see it. More Muppet movies. Over the years, generations of Cornellians have supported various renovations to the building, including exterior lighting, new floors, the Ivy Room, the cinema, and the class of 1950 has been particularly generous to the building.